guys, I'm Vanessa Covington, the Engagement and Volunteer Manager of the Carolina Thread Trail and Catawba Lands Conservancy.
And I'm John White, the Program Coordinator.
And today we are going to take you down the South Fork River, a 5.5 mile section from Spencer Mountain to McAdenville. Spencer Mountain Access Point is part of the Catawba Lands Conservancy. We preserve land for 4 reasons: water, habitat, farmland, and access to nature. We will be doing a 5.5 mile section from the Spencer Mountain access in Spencer Mountain all the way down to the R.Y. McCadden Dam access in McAdenville. Hey John! So today the water level is a bit higher than it is normally because it rained last night. Beautiful day to be out. As you pass this hydroelectric power station, which was built in the 1920s and is still functioning today. One of our 4 pillars is to protect land around important waterways. And in this region, that's specifically around the tributaries of the Catawba River, the Catawba Watery Basin. So South Fork River is the largest tributary of the Catawba River. And we protect land around waterways to enhance the water quality and to protect the quantity of water.
So land conservation around repairing ecosystems, that is creeks and rivers, is important for water quality because soil and plants are actually much more efficient at filtering out harmful pollutants than even our wastewater treatment techniques. This kind of conservation protects water quantity because it allows the water to percolate into the soil and flow very slowly through the ground into our rivers and creeks, giving us a steadier stream of water that reduces the velocity into our lakes. So we just had our first sighting of a big leaf magnolia in the South Fork River. This is a threatened tree species that is actually endemic to this area. It has the biggest deciduous leaves of any tree in the southeast. And I think in just about a few more weeks, it'll have this beautiful blossom, which is the biggest flower of any tree in the southeast.
So what's unique about where we are today on the South Fork River is that most of this land from the beginning at Spencer Mountain Access Area down to McAdenville is protected by the Catawba Lands Conservancy. Red Layer is the jewel in the Conservancy's crown. Over 700 acres is protected right here, and a portion of it is owned by North Carolina State University as a research forest for some of the rare species that this area protects. Throughout the Conservancy's footprint, we conserve over 160 miles of riverfront and 7,200 riparian acres of the 17,000 acres total that we protect. We have made our stop at South Fork River Park. This is accessible through Gastonia, and we are 3.5 miles in and have about 2 miles to go. This is a great kind of midpoint stopping area. You can get out of your boat through this ramp over here. There are benches and picnic tables so you can have lunch or a snack, and it's a really nice spot just to take a break on your paddle trip. So right after South Fork River Park, you come to a fork in the river, and so I usually take Hard River left that can have Class 1 rapids like we experienced today. Otherwise it's pretty shallow and you just kind of have to maneuver around the rocks. So you see these 3 pillars? They are a part of a historic site and time in history.
At the old site of the Pinhook Mill on the South Fork River, at the time of the Civil War, there were Union companies that were coming through this area and burning down a lot of the factories and industry that was still around, and the Pinhook Mill was one of them. A Union company came down here, they went inside to confront the owner, and it turned out that the owner was the childhood neighbor of one of the sergeants in the company. And the owner of the mill was able to convince the company not to burn the mill down, but he said, if you must, you can burn down the bridge. So that's what we have behind us, these bridge pilings that were from the bridge that was burned down in 1865. And they left the mill intact, which is actually very significant for Gaston County's history because several of the early entrepreneurs in the Gaston County mill business came out of the Pinhook Mill. So if that union company destroyed the mill, it's possible that Gaston County would not have had the success in the textile industry that it did.
So adjacent to this river is a trail called the South Fork Trail, which is 2 miles long between the town of McAdenville and Lowell. Eventually, it will connect all the way up to Spencer Mountain and contiguously down to Cramerton. So currently, the South Fork Trail is 2 miles of natural surface trail, and it is home to a launch, or for us, it'll be the takeout of our paddling trip today.
You'll be able to see these little mud nest cavities right in the corner of the bridge. Those are built by cliff swallows, and they need that kind of environment to be able to build their nest.
And ahead of us is the R.Y. McCadden Dam. And here we are approaching the takeout on River Right.
Here we are at the South Fork River and Blueway access, right next to the I-85 bridge, and it's a great spot to take out and put in.